Hey, Blackmane, how's it going?
Fantastic. How are you, Torsion?
Doing well. On to turn 32, or 31 actually. Um, Not a whole lot of action. A little surprising. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, it's slowed down a little bit this turn. It's been usually it's really filled up. Although maybe a little bit less rating. Hopefully these are big fights.
Yeah.
Can but hope.
This looks like Shamba took that throne that they grabbed last turn, or claimed it. Um,
Yeah, that MR throne. A little bit of MR is always nice. Not the most impactful, but it's good.
yeah. And let's see here.
Ooh, caught out.
Yeah, just bad. I guess TC was trying to raid the last few remaining Flagra provinces rather than focusing on the cap, and yeah, got caught.
Yep, Flagred's out and about now.
So, one
Didn't
thing
have
I've
to use
noticed, these cursed
Mhm.
titans, or tyrants, end up with 4 arm slots and 2 miscs, and so full slots, even compared to the Hindi gods, they get an extra misc. The additional arm slots, that's got to be more advantageous than turning them into a, a giant, right? Or an undead giant?
I'm guessing these whites are just the normal tyrants?
Well, yeah, but isn't cursing relatively cheap?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not that familiar with MA Flagra, but it does
Yeah.
seem.
I would have thought it would make more sense to turn the tyrants into cursed tyrants than twice born in them.
I mean, I would agree,
Because
but
you could also do the shroud tactic on the cursed tyrant, right?
well, except that he took undead region
Yeah, but he could have gone
or they
regular
run.
regen.
Yeah, they could have. So it's definitely. I mean, I
Yeah.
think they really wanted to do this particular strat. Sometimes you just want a meme, you know? I
Yeah,
can respect that.
that's fair.
And right now, it's working out for them.
Yeah, it's.
Well, kind of. I don't think they're going to win the game, but they certainly managed to get some fun reversals.
Oh, wow.
Beisha's taking the
This is some sort of
throne.
throne that they grabbed, but Jesus, that's. I'm surprised they took so few losses with no mage support.
Let's watch it and see what happened. I think they just ran over them. That's my guess.
These guys don't even have a javelin. All right.
Yeah, I think he just powered through these lion tribes. What are the looks like he might have got lucky with the mages.
Some
Sleep
sleep
cloud.
cloud. Yeah,
Pretty
no
much just skellies.
elementals.
Yeah, that explains it.
And then, yeah, these have slightly better than human stats, so the bonus HP was probably enough. Yeah, just a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
then he
sleep
went
cloud
lion
being
tribe.
thrown on them. And some skeletons.
And sleep cloud is a good spell, but ain't gonna cut it here. Really needed those elementals or fallen fires, something like this. Good RNG from those from the wizards, I think.
Yep,
Yeah, easy, just cleaned it up.
yep. Okay. Well, good for you, Phage. Yeah, cleaning up with the uh, undead tyrants. We'll clean up here. Bit off a little more than they can chew, but that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And then, yeah, a little raiding.
Oh, and arena coming up.
Kind of a bummer of a turn, though.
Nothing too exciting,
Yeah, mind
but
if
it
we
is
jump
good to
to
see. Yeah, let's go
32?
ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Well, it's good to see Flegger biting back. That's quite entertaining.
Yeah. It it is sometimes tough to continue playing when you're not in the running, but you can still have quite an impact on the game state. So it's nice to see players who stick it out to the
Yeah,
end.
for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I think if you're only playing Dominions with the intent to be first place, then you're going to be disappointed a lot of the time. It's a difficult game, and there's also, there's a lot of just factors outside of your control.
Yeah. If three or
You
four
have to make
players
it fun.
decide they don't want you to win,
Yeah, it can be hard.
you're more than likely not going to win.
So you got to find your fun regardless sometimes.
Yep. Looks like Ulm grabbed the throne here. Flagra continuing to strike back and clean up some TC land. Atlantis going after these independents.
That's bogus. Yep.
Some mercenary group, right?
Yeah.
Captains and the archers and the pikeneers. Yeah. The last gasp of relay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this.
What is this?
No
Just
gear.
doing
No gear.
no gear. Scally spam into scally spam.
Yeah, but it's animated into horde, so.
Oh. I think this is going to be a very unexciting. Bit of weakened joints. Not going to do it though. Did.
More Skelly spam. Shamba's gonna win this with a
With
relatively
nothing
cheap
but scally
mage.
spam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Sword of Many Colors.
Not bad.
Is that the elemental artifact, or am I mistaken? The two-handed one that gives +1 elemental.
Let me quickly check. I don't think it's the elemental one, but let's see. Is it? Oh, it is. You are correct.
Yeah, that's an awesome reward. So this is a
I always
two-handed
remember
item
it
that
for the
gives
killing light.
+1 elemental.
Yeah, that
Unlocks.
alone.
Yeah, that alone is.
That's a free staff of elements, if nothing else.
Yeah.
It's also a very good item. I remembered it for its effect, the killing light effect, which is big 5 AoE damage MR resists. But it's much more useful as a staff of elements.
Let's take a look at the thrones, see if anyone's grabbed anything interesting. Ulm grabbed the luck throne, which is helpful for them because they want misfortune.
Yep.
That's the magic resist. Faisha got Throne of Life. This is great for Ryugajo on their
It's amazing,
sacreds.
I think honestly one of the best.
This is fine.
Plus growth, that's fine too.
Yeah. Again, not a whole lot going on here at turn. What are we, 32? Yeah.
Slow it down a little. I expect that there will be some big wars soon enough, though.
Shall we continue to plow ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay, hopefully we get something on this one. Turn 33. Again, very little action.
Everyone's prepping. We'll just clean up. Nothing but clean up.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. That's just the final battle for Aurelia.
What are these guys?
Yeah, war lobsters. These are like underwater elephants.
Okay, size 5, trample.
Yeah, size 5 trample, and they've only got 13. They look weak because 13 HP, but once the rider dies, then the lobster continues to fight, and it's got much higher prop and more HP.
Oh, they got some big mages here. Water 5, King of the Deep.
The MA Atlanta special.
Yeah. Coral Queens. Yeah, MA Atlantis got some big path mages.
They do, yeah. You can actually, it's very rare, but you can get Water 6 from a recruit, any Fort Mage. Which it's real beefy.
Yeah, you're hitting Water 6 right away with that. That's
Yeah.
that's a powerful Frozen Heart.
The big thing that they can do, I mean, there's a lot that MA Atlantis can do, but you can also get outrageously big Falling Frosts. Which hopefully we see in some land battles.
Yeah, just not even any gem usage on the Relay side. They must have spent all their water gems on that prior attempt.
They might be AI now.
Possible, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
We have some stunned lobsters.
Oh yeah, decent prod on that.
Yeah, the free agent lobsters aren't bad. I'd say they're more like chariots. Elephant isn't quite the right analogy. Underwater chariots, I think is the best analogy. They're quite good if you have a big, kind of like a critical mass like chariots.
Is there a way to rotate my view so it's more overhead than
I
from the
don't think
side?
so.
That would be
I'm not
interesting.
aware of anyway. Yeah, it would be nice.
Let's put it on the Dom 6 wish list. Yeah. Okay.
Speed it up. Yeah.
Ooh.
Big. Now that's a lot of war lobsters.
Yeah.
This is the pain of turmoil, misfortune.
Okay. Let's do a little analysis here. That was 3 turns. Not a whole lot happened. You were right. Rely had gone AI. Let's take a look at the graphs. Ulm has finally broken through on forts, but the dragons and TC are right there. Ulm, dragons, and TC are their top 3. Ulm's got a bit of a gap now with how quickly they took down Asphodel and capitalized there.
Mm. Yeah, and TC's been stuck against Flagra.
Yeah, Yis isn't far behind. And then, interesting, Shamba is next. Atlantis is lower than I expected.
Yeah, given they've done well.
Income, it's Ulm by a mile, and then that next group kind of clustered together pretty tightly.
Yep. And who do we have kind of sitting at the bottom there? Who are our underrunners? We have Flagra, obviously, and then...
It's got to be...
Is it Facia?
No?
Facia Shinu.
Oh, Facia Shinu, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gem income. Ulm caught up to Shamba. TC's right there. Yes is right there. Atlantis is on the rise. Dragons have not done a lot of site searching. It's turn
Not
30.
much yet.
Research. Shamba and Shinu continue to be on top with the others right there.
Everyone else is looking good. Except, yeah, Dragon's still pretty far down.
Yeah. And then geopolitically, still no globals. Turn 33. Does that surprise you?
I think it's a little unusual, but I wouldn't say surprising. Been in quite a few games where people, if enough people just don't prioritize rushing a global, you can get into situations where nothing goes up early. Especially if people are pushing a lot of like early war targets, which I think has happened quite a bit in this game. It does surprise me that Shinu.
Yeah, Shinu.
They haven't really fought any wars. They've got big research. That seems like the kind of nation that might be rushing a global.
Yeah,
Maybe they are
Eternal
pushing
Pyre
something.
is not that. It's a level 6, right?
Yeah.
And the Bakemonosaur does have Fire and Death Path, so if you do Construction 6, what is it, Enchant 6 for Eternal Fire?
Yeah.
They probably could have been there if they rushed it. Um, they don't have good paths to grab mana or Mother Oak. But typically your Pretender as Shinu has got some nature for unaging.
I wonder if they haven't. Um,
Maybe
we
they went
haven't seen their
imprisoned.
pretender yet. Yeah, maybe their pretender hasn't quite popped out yet.
Yeah.
I would expect once all the imprisons awake. That's normally. It would be unusual once all the imprisons are awake. If there are still no globals, then I would be more surprised.
Hmm.
But it's possible that no one really has the pathing,
Yep. Okay.
all the research. No one's quite had the right combination.
So we've got Shinu quite small.
Mm-hmm.
We have Olm
Gigantic.
quite large and sitting on steel ovens, um, which is
Wow.
extremely powerful if they're able to break into some paths and unlock some heavy thugs.
Home with steel ovens is yeah, that's a dream combination for them.
Yep. TC still relatively large, but struggling a little bit to finish Flegra off. Flegra's retaken a bit of their land. I think TC's maybe up 3 or 4 provinces from where the war started. And
Yeah,
then,
it's definitely TC's choking a bit, and still we haven't seen any adaptation, but it's only been a couple of turns, so see if they can readapt. I'm a bit worried because I see a lot of armies on that border with Flegra, and armies ain't gonna do it.
yeah, they need a lot of mages.
They need mages, yeah.
Shamba, we can see here they are breaking into the no Windorers or whatever, the shark thugs.
Yep.
Um,
The were sharks, and that no one can pronounce the name.
yeah, still relatively quiet from them. Dragons have been relatively quiet. I think they got lucky by letting Atlantis do the heavy lifting, but they also didn't get a huge amount of territory of Relay. So it'll be interesting to see where they go next.
Yeah, they're gonna have to attack someone soon. I mean, there's an obvious target for them, which is Fascia.
Yep. And then we've got Phaecia and Yis gathering forces. Um, yeah, interesting situation. Um, maybe Ulm is waiting for someone else to make a move, and then they'll pounce, trying to avoid a coalition. They do have some thrones that they could look to grab on their borders. Um,
It's one of those two. Very nice.
yeah,
Yeah, they. I mean, that's the danger, right? Is that if they make it too aggressive move now, not a lot of their neighbors, I guess, TC and Flegra are still technically fighting, but Shinu's a free agent. Atlantis is a free agent. Ryugo is a free agent. So it would be dangerous right now for them to make some play to win. They really need people to get back into wars again.
yeah, and I think they're big enough where they don't need another war. They can scale off of this into the mid game and
Yeah,
be a
absolutely.
little more cautious. Yeah.
I mean, they have what, 2 thrones so far?
Yeah, they've got the Throne of Fortune and then oh, I could have sworn they had a second one. Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
that's nice.
The Golden
Yep.
Throne. Yet which they have not
Oh, okay.
claimed yet, but
Maybe trying to play it a little safe.
yeah,
And then they have another throne right on the border. And how many is it to win?
5.
5. So they're actually getting pretty close.
Yeah.
And,
If uh, it's a little tricky for them, the two closest geographically would be over here, but there's so many players packed in this area.
yeah,
It's not
it's a
like they
difficult one
can
to get
fight
to.
one player and win. Um, they do have the TC throne back here, and then
And
an
there is
indie
another TC
throne
throne.
here.
Okay, so they can win by fighting TC.
Yeah,
We'll see if they also realize that.
yeah.
sometimes it can be difficult to see that you're in a good position to win. I think often, it's a mistake I make all the time. Is I see a situation, I'm always playing for like to play the game, to like scale to get bigger, and it's very easy to lose sight of the fact that often you can be one more off winning if you play your cards right.
Yeah, that's a critical mistake I often make. I look for my next war target, someone that I can beat in a war. I don't look for the target that will get me closer to winning the game. So sometimes I end up in a little bit of a slog of a war in the mid game versus someone who has no thrones and
Right.
does not improve my access to them. And it just slows me down.
Right. Yeah, I've often made the same mistake. So we'll see with notices that, because I actually think TC is kind of in a weak position right now, because a lot of their forces are on the southern border. They're struggling to adapt versus Flagra. Ulm could be in a position to actually take victory. But yeah, it really depends on the kind of political situation whether they can avoid the coalition and whether they see that play. Because it's easy for us as Omni to see it.
Yep.
A bit harder when you're in the thick of it.
Agreed. Well,
Okay.
I guess we'll call that a wrap for this video, and then we'll see you next time. Thank you, Blake Man, or Black Man.
No problem, Torsion. See you next time.